Hi students. Today I am going to make some videos to help you do your project, and I'm going to have 5 videos really because there's 5 parts of your project. So I'm just going to go through each one. First thing you need to go to in your classwork, you need to go to the project directions. So you open up that, and I just closed it. Go to view assignment, and then you can see it all in the same screen. This is going to be where you make your slideshow later on. So this one is an example that I made for you so you can look at it. And then this one is the set of directions. So there's also these videos. This is going to be part 1. And I'm going to talk to you about part 1 of your project. So this should take you about 3 minutes per day over 10 days, or about 30 minutes total. You need to take pictures of organisms that you observe. So these could be plants, animals, bugs, if you find any fungus anywhere. And you want to try to find them in nature. So if you can get to a place where there's a lot of natural flora and fauna, flora means the plants and fauna means the animals, then that would be a really good place to take these pictures. I've taken all of mine in my backyard and my front yard because I live kind of near the desert and I have a lot of things hanging out in my yard. But if you don't have a yard near you, or go to a relative's house that lives near the outside of town, or take a walk to a park, and that should get you enough organisms that you really can just do it all at one time, as long as you're quiet and you observe. If you're loud, organisms run away, so try not to be loud. You need to have 10 organisms in your project, but I think you should probably try to take pictures of at least 15, because there's going to be some of them that are going to be too hard for you to identify, so then you can just not have to worry about having to identify the only pictures you have, and you have some that you can just get rid of because they're just too hard. Write down when and where you took the picture. If your picture is not super detailed, so you can't see everything about the organism, then you're also going to want to write down what it looks like and anything you noticed about it, like if it was a bird, kind of what did it sound like. And the reason you need to do this is because later you have to identify it, and if you don't have a good picture, then it's going to be really hard for those detailed parts that you use for identification. A big thing that I want you to understand is that you may not harm any organisms while you're working on this. So I do not want you to kill anything and try to take a picture of it. I had someone one year shoot a bunny and take a picture of the bunny that was dead, and I was like, this is not the kind of project we're working on here. This project shouldn't you shouldn't bother or disturb any natural animal or plant habitat while you're doing this project. So that's why we're doing pictures instead of collecting bugs or something, because then we can just leave everything where it is and we don't mess up the ecosystem any more than it is already being messed up. Okay, so that is part 1. If you have not taken pictures yet, you really need to get to that ASAP. Like, really find a way for your mom to take you somewhere today, or drive somewhere, take a little walk with somebody that you feel safe with, because this is something you don't want to leave to the last minute, because then you're going to be tempted to cheat and find images online. But you can do reverse image searches, and then I would find that you stole the picture from someone else, and you could get 0 on the assignment, which is worth 50 points. So collecting your 10 organisms is actually worth 10 of the points for this project, and the project is 50 points, so it's a fifth of your grade. So if you do not have all 10 of your organisms in your project, this is where I'll be taking points off. That's all. Go and finish part 1 so you can get to part 2 next.